Hello there you, and today we answer the age-old question, what happens when a gigantic orc horde meets a swarm of khorne demons? Will the greenest of green tides survive the fight? Or will bloodlust and ruination win the day? As always, if you do enjoy this content, do leave a like and consider subscribing, as that's the best way to support the channel. Now, let's get on with the slaughter. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking off today's foray. The greenskin horde is about to meet the warriors of khorne here in a violent clash in the Valley of Skulls, and already firepower raining down from both sides here as our combat line meets. You can see we've got these wonderful warhounds here on the Chaos Squad team. And we've got lots of marauders, renegade gunners, chaos warriors. We've got soul grinders, and unfortunately for the orcs, this is a demonic horde. We've got bloodletters on the front line in ample numbers here today. Now the orcs, though, of course, they've also got oodles and oodles of firepower. They've brought plenty of Daka to the field here with looted Lehman Rust tanks. We got shooters, choppers, storm boys, knobs, mega knobs, you name it. The kitchen sink is also included. And look at this marvelous front line here. The bloodletters absolutely storming into that orc front line like a scrapyard dog. It's just mauling them to pieces. It's absolute brutality here. Now the orcs are going to find it very difficult initially to deal with these bloodletters. There's a huge swarm of them and they're so powerful. I mean, you can see they're just carving a path right through the center line here of the orcs. No matter how many choppers and mega boys we're throwing at it, the demon strength here of khorne is very, very strong. And now the orcs are going to have to use their Daka to try and focus down some of these demons here. Man, the soul grinders just flinging orcs through the air. But more and more orcs here amassing in the gigantic WAAGH herd. Some of them getting sent through the air. You can see, oh no, we just lost a warhound there. The giant warhounds in the background providing covering fire, as well as a bunch of renegade gunners that are all lining up now, shooting down into the valley. Both teams here with superior firing positions, just shooting down into the mass. It's a brutal front line that has developed, though. It's kind of odd, though, because the further you go out, the quieter it gets. It's like there's not as many demons over this side. It's a little bit more mellow, a bit more chilled, friendly combat. It's more sparring over this side compared to the absolute insanity of the center line at the moment. That's simply because the orcs have got to deal with the demons. I mean, look at that. The defilade here as they surge forward, just striking down orc after orc. Again, that firepower. The more and more these demons surge forward, the closer they are to each individual orc. That means that the orc firepower is all going to start focusing them down as they keep on pushing. But the orcs are taking stupendous losses here. 300,000 orcs have already been killed. 47,000 chaos. And look at this, a lovely front line has developed on this side. A pile of bodies in the center here, denoting the combat line. Marauders backed up by renegade gunners and soul grinders. Unfortunately, we don't have any demons on the flank here in terms of bloodletters. All the bloodletters are in the center line here. Chaos just making a mega surge down the center, trying to break the orky lines. I mean, look at that combat. You can see all the puffs of smoke here coming out from the orc lines. There are all the Daka lining up in their thousands, trying to lay it down into the amassed hordes here. And look at this, on the final flanks here, this is where the bloodletter flank ends. But we've got a bunch of soul grinders holding it together. The orcs really struggling, actually, to get reinforcements in. The Daka is growing so strong that it's stemming the flow of melee units that can actually get through them. Oh, look at this as well. We've already created an empowering pool of khorne here. The local demons bolstered by this. Look at them, they're having a lovely little bath. They're absolutely loving it. That's going to be impassable terrain there. My god, we've already actually created quite a few of these on the battlefield here already. Chaos coming up to 500,000 kills. The orcs coming up to 100,000. Now, don't get me wrong, the orcs are losing a lot of melee units here, but it's the Daka that truly matters for the orcs. And a lot of Daka they do have. It is raining down fire. I mean, look at all these looted tanks. They're just sat on the hill up here, blasting down into that center line of demons. And the demons are taking the full brunt of it as well. But they're holding firm for now. Well, I say they're holding, they're actually pushing forward with reckless abandon. Chaos actually struggling. Look at this. Chaos is struggling to get reinforcements into that front line to keep up with the rate that they're pushing forward. This could be bad for the gunners as well as the orcs. The demons push too far forward. We will have a lot of dead orc gunners on our side. Now let's go have a look down at our flank. What is happening down here? It looks like the orcs managed to push around just a little bit, but then we've had a surge of marauders coming charging down from the far extended flank, and they're trying now to outflank the outflanking orks. It's an outflanking flanking maneuver here. We've got reinforcements pouring in from both sides into this line. But look at this, the orcs chewing through this little end here. Could this be a gap, a chink in the armor? We have got marauders coming in to try and plug that gap. We have got plenty of covering fire for now. It doesn't feel like there's that much orc dacker down this side of the line. It is largely melee based by the looks of it for the orcs. Again, all the orcs probably trying to focus fire on the demons. Let's go back over here to the demon line, because it looks like it is starting to thin out ever so slowly. That concentrated firepower here from the orcs is wearing down the bloodletter front line. But the bloodletters have killed so many orcs here already. Have they already done the damage? That's the true question. It is an attrition rate battle in the center. And I mean, look at that. The presence of demon here is overwhelming. The presence of anything else is completely underwhelming. It does seem that we've got reinforcements coming in, but they're just so few. It's like a tiny little trickle. So should these demons run out, I've got a feeling the orcs actually might be able to push through the center line. That could be devastating, splitting the Chaos Army in two here, because, yeah, there's no reinforcements whatsoever coming into this area. They're largely struggling, actually, to hold the line back over here. The demons' presence has been worn thin, and look, there's a bunch of marauders now coming up to it, trying to fill in the gaps now created. The orcs' focusing fire has started to have a really good effect. It looks like, actually, all the warhounds for the chaos, again, have been taken down. The orcs have been really busy with their firepower. They've managed to focus down all the warhounds of KHORNE here, and now they're working their way through the demon line. But again, have the demons done enough damage to be able to cause the chaos to win here? Look, you can see that the chaos are pumping at marauders to that front line. I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's a lot of orc dacker all lined up here, and it kind of looks like this is the main blob of demons that's left in the center. We have got another little scattered line over here, but yeah, I think these are actually going to fall, and chaos have got nothing left in the center here. That's kind of worrying. I think the orcs are going to puncture right through the center line and split the Chaos Army in two. This means that Chaos could be put into a horrible pincer maneuver really, really quickly. Let's go have a look at the flank, because what Chaos really needs to do then is it needs to win this flank over here and start trying to actually beat the orcs at their own game. If it can start wrapping its forces around, it might start standing a little bit of a chance, but as it is, this could be a deadly maneuver here. Go back to this front. We have still got reinforcements coming in. That is a good thing for Chaos. But the orc, yeah, look at that firepower. It's just raining down right into that front. Even the marauders are struggling now to hold back the tide of green that's descending upon them. You can see a bunch of mega nobs there cheering, happy that they've just defeated, quite frankly, 30,000 bloodletters. That is quite an achievement by the orcs. Sheer weight of numbers winning the day there. Of course, all the dacker in the background, the shooters, providing that covering fire has been so vital, along with the tanks. The fact that they managed to take out all the warhounds as well, and it looks like a lot of the chaos tanks have also been exploded here. The orc gunners working wonders. Let's go see how the flank is on this side. Yeah, that marauder flank that came charging down from the hill has been absolutely deadly here. Really caught the orcs off guard, though I'm a little bit worried because we've got one or two units over there, and sometimes the AI likes to run off chasing them, and I'm hoping that's not going to happen here, because we've got a chance of really actually capitulating this entire flank. Look at this, even further up now. The combined firepower here, the orcs haven't got enough reinforcements coming in, and the chaos are almost freed up. Now the question is, what we need to do is get all them units from down that end of the field and start them coming up here. What we don't want is for this to start happening, where they start chasing individual units across the field like this. That is an absolutely terrible thing to happen. As long as they can kill the orc quickly, it shouldn't be too bad. We have got a couple of tanks over here that are going to be vulnerable as well to a chaos charge. Again, look, we've only got these narrow little trickles of troops coming in for the orcs on this side. So hopefully we can start getting more and more chaos coming back up the field here to re-engage the orc army, because the orcs now are just pouring down from the hill, having cracked that center line. Look at this, the chaos really trying to pull something back. Again, a load of reinforcements come surging over the hill here. Or is it too little too late? Have the chaos actually lost a footing here? We got 95,000 chaos remaining, just over 500,000 orcs. I mean, this is doable from a chaos's point of view. You've got to pull off some good tactics though. Outflanking the orc army will help tremendously. We've got to take out all this Dakar as well. There's so much Dakar on the field. The orcs really bought the firepower today. So what's this chaos army doing now? Okay, so it does look like it's going to try and chase down a couple of troops over that side. Hopefully most of them start coming back up this way, where the true fight is at the moment. Again, we have got soul grinders still, so we're not completely out of demons here on our front line. We've got a good orc counter charge coming down now. Hopefully that'll bring more and more chaos to that front. Oh my god, look at that goopy blood there, just dribbling down the field. No matter who wins here, Khorne always wins. The amount of gore that has been spilt today. How are we doing on this side, chaps? Oh, we've been pinned down by heavy orc Dakar. The marauders here taking an absolute pounding. They're trying to cover the renegade gunners as best as they can. But even the renegade gunners now are being targeted pretty dang heavily. Just look at all the bullets flying through the air. It's so many. Look at that though, the counter charge by Chaos. It's starting to work its way around. It's chewing its way through the outer edges of the orc horde here. 1.5 million kills to Chaos, 300,000 to the orcs. Now what's going on down this side of the field? Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's that many troops down here. I think we've got more up that side with a greater chance of winning than down this side. We've got a lot of marauders down here, don't get me wrong, but the firepower is just shooting down from the top of the hill into them, and they're being held in place pretty firmly now. That is a strong orc presence on the field here. What I want to quickly do though is hit a little time-lapse camera up the top here. I want to see if this group manages to outflank the orky maneuvers here. They're doing a pretty good job so far, but we'll be back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while Chaos did start winning this flank, the orcs have held them firmly in place, allowing the rest of their units to storm up the hill here. They're now surrounding our renegade gunners and pouring into that front line, just absolutely tearing them apart now. The Chaos did an excellent job of trying to hold the ground, but it does feel like the orcs are starting to get the superiority here. How are we doing on the bottom end of the field? I've got a feeling most of them have been wiped out by this point. Yeah, just the sheer firepower laying down on top of them. I mean, that's quite a mixed body pile, actually. Looks like they made a damn good account for themselves, but yeah, they took a lot of losses from there. Just the firepower from the orcs coming down from the top of the hill would have been too much for them. At least at this side, we've got a line of sight that's helped out the defenders quite a bit. The orcs having to charge up the hill. The orcs having to also shoot up the hill. Well, look at this, we have still got a Chaos counter charge coming out here. The Chaos are not going out without a fight. They've managed to kill over 2/3 of the enemy army here. That's pretty impressive, considering they had like less than a third of the actual sheer numbers here. It was a strong demon army, but apparently it might not have been strong enough. The orcs here trying to complete the collapse. What we're going to do then, time-lapse our last little bit here, and we're going to get our final kill counter. ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It comes down to this. Unfortunately, the orks brought the dagger today, and the chaos were unable to handle it. I mean, they made a damn good account for themselves, though. That charge of demons at the start just slaughtered so many orks. The field is littered with the bodies of mushrooms at the moment. And look at these worship balls that we've managed to create. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, poor Master of the Chaos there getting mopped up. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all you channel members who helped keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out the amazing ChaoticPinky store. We got some really cool merch over there. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.